Hey guys, so as you can tell by the title of this video, something happened, and basically I could either like film doing something about it, or I could just not film, because obviously, you know, this is something that everyone is going to see. So before anyone like assumes anything, I have a 2-year-old son. I had my phone plugged in like way up on the headboard, and this morning he woke up and went to unplug it. I kind of like sat up and he was pulling really hard on it, because sometimes it's like kind of sticky, not sticky, but like, you know, you gotta pull on it. So he like lost grip of it, and the corner of my phone, literally, like if this was my phone, the corner of it went directly into like the socket of my eye. So it's really bad. It's probably gonna be like this for however long you have a black eye. I'm not a big, I'm not a professional when it comes to knowing about that. So that being said, we are going to try to figure out how to cover a bruise, just in case you happen to have the same thing happen to you, which I highly doubt is going to happen, but you know, might as well try. And if you have a bruise somewhere else or some kind of mark on your neck, this could also be helpful. So let's just get into it. I've been trying to figure out like how I wanted to even go about trying to cover this up, and I think I'm just gonna do my primer and my foundation, and then I have my Becca correcting under eye stuff. And since this is a very blue shade, I figured this might help take a little bit of that down. Then I also have my NARS Creamy Matte Concealer. I have my Shape Tape, and yeah. So we're just gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna start off with my matte screen from Supergoop. And now for foundation, I'm going to take my Too Faced Born This Way. I want like a pretty good medium full coverage, so I think this will be hopefully a good match for that. I haven't used this in a while. I don't think I've ever used it on my channel. Alright, let's take like a pump and a half of this. I'm always out of frame when I do that, but I'm just going to dot this around and blend it in. And for my foundation, I'm just going to take my sponge and blend it in. Alright, so that definitely took a lot of the color out of it. I didn't know exactly how much it was going to take out, but I think it actually covered it a bit more than I was expecting. So now I'm going to go in to the Becca Under Eye Corrector, I think. And I'm going to take this on a Sigma Precision Tapered P86. It's just a super dense brush. And with this product, I literally picked up like, I don't know if you can see that, but basically nothing, because it's so pigmented. And I'm going to very, very lightly tap this on top. And then I'm going to go over with my finger, even though that hurts like a bitch. So I think that took a good amount of the color out of this top part. I need just a tiny bit more for like right under here. And I mean, honestly, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to completely cover this up no matter what I do. And I feel like piling a shit ton of product is just going to bring like more attention to the area. So I'm just going to focus on kind of getting it as even as I can, and then once I feel like I'm there, I am just going to kind of do my makeup as normal and just kind of do a really bright eye and pray that no one thinks that I've been beaten up. So I think I'm done with the Becca Under Eye. I'm going to go in with the NARS Matte, and this is in Vanilla 1. I think I'm just going to use my finger for this. I feel like with this product it really helps to kind of like warm it up. So I'm just getting a bit on my finger, and I'm actually going to tap a little bit off, and I'm going to go right on top of where I put the Becca corrector. I've really just focused on like where the bruise is. I haven't done like my inner corner or anything, but if I'm being honest, I think this might be as good as we're going to get. and it's actually pretty darn good. Like, you can definitely still see that it's there, but it's pretty much covered, and I was not expecting that. So unless you really like look and kind of see that there's like raised skin there, I think we're good. So now I have my Tarte Shape Tape in front of me. I'm just going to go in with a little tiny bit of this like on my inner corners, and then just to brighten up a little bit. And I'm going to have my Laura Mercier pressed under eye powder ready, but I'm not going to put that over here. I'm only going to put that right under my eyes. I want to set this especially with my MAC Studio Fix powder. I think it definitely needs to be matte, and the under eye powder has a little bit of like a shimmer to it. So I'm going to use my sponge to blend out the middle of my face. And then this eye first. Alright, for this eye, I think I need a smaller brush to really just like get in to right under my eye. I think this is a concealer brush, but we're going to use it just to set under this eye once I've blended it out. And I'm going to be really careful to not really touch this area and just work it in to my inner corner, because I don't want to pick up any of that product. Now I'm just going to go in with my finger so I don't mess it all up. So I tried to stay away from setting anything lower than that. Now I'm just going to go in with my MAC Studio Fix and set the rest of my face. I'm just like tapping very carefully over that area, and I'm just trying to make sure I don't disturb any of that product, because there are quite a few layers over it. And I honestly think like if this ring light was not on, I think that it would be basically covered. So I'm pretty happy with it. I want to throw just a little something on my eye. I've been loving this Charlotte Tilbury palette so much, and I saw someone speaking about this little palette of hers, which is like maybe half the size, a little less than half the size, and they said that this was actually their favorite palette of hers. So this is the Easy Eye palette for the Charlotte Darling look. So I just want to throw a couple of these shades on my eyes, and then we will kind of finish up the face and be done. I also grabbed the Huda Beauty mascara I'm excited to try out, so just throwing that out there. Man, I didn't do any cream bronzer, did I? You know what? We might still try, because I've never tried putting this Tarte Breezy bronzer on top of powder. And that MAC powder is a pretty, you know, full coverage powder. So let's see how this works. It's still blending so easy. Oh, I love this so much. I brought this a little far down, so I'm just going to try to clean that up a bit. That went on so freaking smooth for like being a cream bronzer going on top of a powder. Like, I don't mind the way that looks at all. So I think I'm going to throw some brows on and throw this NARS eye primer on, and I will be right back to play around with this a little bit and finish up the face. Alright, I'm back, and I put my brows and eyeshadow primer on. I'm pretty impressed with how covered that is. Like, I was not expecting this to actually like go over that well, so I'm pretty happy. I think that Becca under eye corrector really helped a lot. So now we're just going to play around with this for 2 seconds, because I mean, let's be real, there's only so many things you can do with this. They do have it set up so you can do one eye look with these, and then one eye look with these, and this is called the day eye. No, this is the day eye, and this is the date eye. But I'm just going to use it like a eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to go in with this shade first. So I'm just going to put this all through my crease and blend it out. So the weirdest thing happened, I don't know, a couple days ago, and I didn't know if I was gonna like talk about it or not, because it's not like that big of a deal. It was just kind of confirming what like every big YouTuber says about like a tiny small channel like mine. The other day on my Instagram, I got a message from someone saying that they were an Amazon seller and they were looking for beautiful people like me to review their products and, you know, like give them for free, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they sent me like a list of the things that they sold and just kind of said, you know, you can pick 3 of these things. Let me know which ones you want and I'll get back to you or something like that. And I was like, you know, are there any like stipulations about it? What kind of, you know, I'm not going to say that I'm going to do a 5-star review of something I've never tried before. And they said, no stipulations. You just have to, you know, let me know what you want. And I was like, all right, well, that sounds way too good to be true. But if you're literally just going to send me 3 like fairly expensive things for free, I'm down. So I sent her the things that I would have wanted. And I'm just going to jump into the kind of mid matte shade. Yeah, so I sent her the 3 things that I would have wanted, and they were all like around $50, I think. So it would have been around like $150 if I had ordered those 3 things. So sent her those and said, you know, basically just like what, I don't know what's going on. So I don't know what happens next, blah, blah, blah. And she said, okay, so I'm sending you the links to all of these products. I just need you to purchase them and give them a 5-star review, and then I can refund you your money. No. Did I not just say I'm not going to say like I'm going to give a good review about something I've literally never tried before? Like, already told you that, lady. Not sure what you're trying to do here. Obviously, you like don't have anyone to give you good reviews or you wouldn't have to do this. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not the person, you know, have a good one. And I was very nice and very polite, and she was still very polite. I'm going into the deepest shade now with just a little Morphe brush. This is the M506, and I'm going to deepen up the crease just a little bit and bring a little to my inner and outer corner. So I kind of left it at, yeah, I'm not the person. Sorry. Hope you have a good one. And she replied and said, oh, why not? And I said, well, you know, in the beginning I said I'm not comfortable and I'm not going to say that a certain product is, or I'm not going to give it a 5-star review if I don't absolutely love it. Like, I'm not going to get a product for free because I'm saying that. And she said, you know, I didn't say that it had to be a 5-star. And I said, yeah, you know, I copied and pasted the message that she sent me. And I was like, you know, actually, you did. And I'm just not the person. I appreciate the offer. Have a good day. And she kept on pushing for maybe 2 days. Today, I have not heard from her. So, I don't know, maybe it was 2 days. I don't even know. But I just could not believe that you actually think like that's how anything is going to get done. Like, that's just not a good business move. That's not a good people move. That's just not how things work. So anyways, I just thought it was funny because I know that if I had 50,000 subscribers, like, no one would have asked me to do that, you know? Okay, I'm gonna shut up on my little tangent now. I'm trying to figure out which metallic shade I want to go in with. I think I might go for this one. I kind of like that rosy tone. That's really pretty. I really like this palette so far. It's very, very easy to work with and everything blended out really nice. I'm going to take this shimmer here and just put it right on the center. Yeah, I think that's really pretty. It's a very like nice, just everyday natural eye. And I'm not like looking at myself and staring straight at my bruise, which is very nice. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit of liner, not like a big fancy wing or anything. I just want to kind of deepen up my lash line a little bit. Alright, now that we have the eye lined, I want to go in with this Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara. So this has two ends. One is to curl and lengthen, and that one looks like this. Just like tiny, tiny little bristles. And then the other one is for volume. And that one looks like this. So I'm going to start with the volume side and see what this one does. Probably should have curled my lashes, but we will be able to see if that curling side works. Alright, this is only one coat, but they're not very volumized at all. And it got a little speck right here. So I'm going to go in with another coat of the volume side. Alright, so that is two coats. That's a little bit better, but I think my Bambi Eyes mascara does about the same thing. So now I'm going to go in with the curl and lengthen side. This little dude. Alright, I think I like this side better. It does seem to like actually curl. I'm going to use one more coat of this. And the reason I really wanted to give this mascara a try is because I do always go in with two mascaras if, you know, I'm not going to wear lashes that day. So it would be so convenient to have them just in one product like this. And I do use one to volumize and one to lengthen and curl. But the brushes that I really love aren't these, honestly. But it doesn't look bad. Like, it looks pretty good. So I will definitely get use out of this. Now I want to see how much of a bitch this is going to be to get off. Oh, okay. It wasn't bad. We're good. Alright, I'm going to do this eye really quick and I will be right back. So I'm back with both eyes done now, and I do like the mascara. Kind of take it or leave it. I know a lot of good drugstore mascaras that look just as good, if not better than this, but the eyeshadow palette is so pretty and something that I'm going to throw like directly into my everyday makeup bag because this is perfect for me. So let's throw a little more on my face and we will be done. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty cream blush in Strawberry Drip first. Alright, I'm gonna take my finger first and just kind of swirl that very top layer off and then go in with my sponge, because I find with this kind of product it really helps to warm it up with your skin before, like with your finger, with the skin on your finger before you go in with anything, whether it's a brush or a sponge. And I'm keeping my blush a little bit further down right now, so I'm not like bringing it anywhere near my bruised area. But I feel like until I really look for it, I'm not really seeing it. So now at least I know if I need to like go to the grocery store or something, I can go without looking like I've gotten into a freaking trashy ass fight. Okay. So now, of course, we have to bronze up a little bit more. I have my Fenty Beauty Private Island bronzer here. And now for my highlighter, I'm really excited. I just grabbed this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand in the shade Pillow Talk. I have another one. So the one that I have been using is in Spotlight, and this is more like a silvery. You can tell how much I love it because I've literally used so much, and I've had it for just like a couple months, and I love these. So we're going to try out a Pillow Talk today. This one is just a little bit like pinkier, which I think will be really pretty for the summertime. And again, I don't want any kind of like added shimmer across where I have put so much concealer and stuff. So I'm going to keep it pretty far back on my cheeks today. And I'm just going to take it with my finger so I don't get carried away blending with my sponge. Oh, so pretty. This formula is just like to die for. And then I am going to keep this one back as well because I don't want to be like completely lopsided, but I did bring it a little bit further in than the other side. A little on the Cupid's bow and right at the tip of my nose. Oh, I actually want to throw this Milk Makeup gel liner into my waterline again. It's this like perfect nude shade, and I've really been loving it. I don't want to touch my face though. Like, I really just feel like that does like just an extra something. It's kind of like highlighting your inner corners. Like, I just feel like I need to do it now that I've been doing it. So speaking of which, I need something to highlight my inner corners with, don't I? I'm gonna grab this Alchemist palette again. I'm really loving this. If this is still in stock, like, I know it's controversial, I get it, but these are freaking bomb. I'm just gonna go in with a little baby brush, and today I'm going to take the Pink Opal shade. I just feel like that's so fun and gives you such an awake look. Alright, now let's put a little something on my lips and we will be all done. Okay, I used to use these all the time. They are the YSL something. I have no idea what they're called, but this is in the shade 220 and it is just so pretty. It's kind of like not a glossy finish, but it just looks so good. Let me get this nasty foundation off my lips first. Alright, that's a little bit better. Then it has this really cool like doe foot to it. And it's a lip stain, so it just gives you like this little hint of color. I think this might be something like the glossy stain or something. Like, it's a little bit glossy until obviously like it wears off, and then it's just this really pretty pink, and I love these. I think I started wearing them last summer and now I have like 5 of these maybe. So let's see what everything looks like with my hair down. I do feel like I need to spray my face. Have my hourglass here. I'm really just using this because I have it. I don't think it's worth $36. It does have like a really nice mister and everything. Like, I don't dislike it, but you know, it's $36 when the ColourPop Pretty Fresh is also about like $12 and amazing. So anyways, alright guys, I think this is the final look for today. Not really sure if this was like a how to cover a bruise tutorial, since I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning, but since we did cover a bruise, that might be what I call this. So we will see. But now, you know, in the next few videos I will most likely still have this, and we're just gonna have to work around it. I'll probably do like videos where I'm just doing my eyes, or I'm not necessarily like putting on a full face of makeup or whatever, because I know even though my incident was a complete accident, I also know that it can be very triggering for some people to see things like that. And I wanted to say something about this in the beginning and I didn't, because I just don't know what to say. You know, it's a position you should never be in, and it will be way better if you get out of it. So if you are watching this and you are going through something like that, just know you can get through it, and whatever they've done, you'll get through. So, alright, I hope you're having a great day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are. I did want to show you my new shirt. It is very fitting for me, a nice middle finger up. But I don't know, I just love this, like, I don't know, kind of like different design, but it's very like graphic and bold and just like me right now. So this company reached out and wanted to work together. This is a completely different kind of company than the one I was talking about before. I'm not like, I don't have to talk about it or anything, but I am doing like an Instagram picture for them, which I'm really excited about because I think that could be fun. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope you're having a good one. I will see you in the next video. Bye.